Hello, everybody. Spooky, spooky, spooky. It's not Halloween. It is April or something. So, despite the wrong time of the year, I saw a allegedly spooky movie. Well, spooky as in, how scary do you find Nicolas Cage? So, this one's very much a movie of it's exactly what you think it is based on The Cell, which is Nicolas Cage playing Dracula. If that sentence by itself is enough to get you in the theater or the rental, you're going to probably have a good time with this thing. It is exactly what you expect. The movie is actually called Renfield, not Nicolas Cage's Dracula, which, honestly, they should have called it Nicolas Cage's Dracula. That would have got more people in the theater. Renfield is technically about Renfield, being played by Nicholas Hoult, who may be a vampire because I don't think he's aged any in like the last 20 years or so. Man's been around for a while and he does not change, and he still has a kind of a goth, sullen teenager look to him at this point. Maybe a vampire, who knows? Would be funny. It's about his story of the fact that Renfield has traditionally always been Dracula's little boy toy. Oh, biatch. His little housemaid, his little helper, his little gopher, his little fetch me the dead people I want to eat. That's probably a title for that. Dead people Dead people getter witter. Dead people Uber. Blood Uber. Bloober. We're going to go with Bloober. Silent Hill. Jokes. So, basically, Renfield's life has always sucked. Because he's Dracula's little servant man, slave, whatnot. Doesn't get any good things out of this. And the movie is playing with this as a look at a toxic relationship. Which, that could be really heavy-handed. The movie treats it actually decently for what it is. The guy has no spine. Dracula's taking advantage of him having no spine. There's codependency. Stuff, it's a plot. There's stuff to work with here. Now, the problem is that this movie is actually two different things. Nicolas Cage's Dracula and a police procedural starring Awkwafina. She of having probably the most dumb stage name I can think of in a long time, but it's memorable. I remember her name, and you know damn well I have problems with people's names. Who are you again? Anyways, I remember her name, and she is playing a cop dealing with a drug empire bad guy situation, and this so happens to coincide with Renfield having issues with his boss, being Nicolas Cage and Dracula. Stuff. The two plots come together and it's okay. Like, the part that you're coming in here for, which is Nicolas Cage as Dracula, is good. It's funny. He plays Dracula as a mincing, maniacal supervillain kind of thing, and it works really well, and he's having a delightful fucking time at it. I do love Nicolas Cage. The man, he's at a point in the career where usually an actor has become their own parody of himself, their own meme of self-fulfillment. Like Christopher Walken. If you're hiring Christopher Walken for your movie, he is going to be Christopher Walken. He's not acting anymore at this point. He is just playing himself, a hyper-exaggerated version of himself, but just himself. Nicholson's doing the same thing for a while. Bill Murray's more or less doing the same thing too. Nicolas Cage, not so much. The temptation's clearly there, and on the surface, you think he's doing that, but not really. Every time he's in a movie, especially lately, you can tell the man was clearly told the premise that they wanted him to play for the character, and if he liked it, he went with it. If it were something new that he hadn't done before, that's why he's there. That's why he showed up. Like what was it called? The 5 Nights at Willy's Wonderland. Crummy movie. But someone had the idea of having Nicolas Cage beat the Five Nights at Freddy's robots to death with his bare hands. Good idea, good premise. And somewhere along the line, someone gave Nicolas Cage the idea of playing a character that never fucking says a word of dialogue. That's probably why he took the role. Plus, he got to beat up robots. You know, he's having fun. And drink soda and play a pinball machine. So, you know, a Tuesday for him. And drive a cool car. They rented a nice car for that movie. And this one is clearly a Nick. You want to play Dracula? Yes. Or bleh. I'm in. That's probably exactly how the interview went for the audition. He went bleh, and he got the role. So the rest of the movie around him, it's okay. Like, again, it's a odd police procedural with Renfield trying to become his own man alongside dealing with these mobster, drug dealer, mobster people, and Dracula happens to be there, and the plots kind of intersect in each other. And it's a little awkward, a little weird. Not bad, just kind of, I hate to say pedestrian, but pedestrian. Not terrible, though. It's like, you watch this, you're going to get Nicolas Cage's Dracula. He's not in the movie as much as he possibly could have been, which hurts it a bit. Like, when he's there, ooh, big up. When he's not there, even keel, not super exciting. So, for what it is, it's pretty fine. You'll have a good time. I would not bother, like, running to the theater for this thing. You very much could wait for this for a matinee or a streaming rental or whatever the hell in a few weeks, months, whatever the time for table is. I blink and the movie's already on DVD, is already on Disney Plus or Amazon or Showtime or HBO Max or shove it up my ass streaming service, whatever the hell. I could be a streaming service. Kanada TV. You're watching it because you're me. See? I got it set already. Ooh, grab the camera. I know what I'm doing. Yes. Yes. All with me, all the time, every time. Yeah. It's a movie. It's fine. Nicolas Cage Dracula. Best part. He's having a good time. Surprisingly, a lot of turbo gore. People being exploded. Arms and heads being ripped the fuck off. Gushers and geysers of blood. Feels like an Evil Dead movie was trying to happen. Doesn't quite get there. Hey, an Evil Dead movie is opening up soon, so maybe they share their blood budget. Who knows? So just be aware if you're going in there expecting this to be all comedy, like you're going to see some people get mutilated beyond repair. So, you know, heads up. Decapitation joke. So, have a good time. I appear to be stuck in Dracula's castle again. Why do I keep wandering into these places with people who are probably going to try to eat me or shove me into an urn and like roll me down the stairs, get them out of their hair? I gotta get a bit of travel agent. Later. Boot.